Tandoori chicken is always a crowd pleaser, and so today I'm going to share how to make restaurant style tandoori chicken at home that is slightly crispy and charred on the outside while still being tender, juicy and succulent on the inside, and all without a tandoor of course. Just using the regular air fry and home oven that most of us have access to. So let's get started. I'm using chicken legs for this recipe because it's relatively the more popular cut of meat for making tandoori chicken, but of course you can always make it using a different cut of meat that you prefer. Here I have 2 pounds of chicken legs that I have cleaned and patted dry using a paper towel to get rid of any excess liquid. And as you can see, I have also made small gashes across the legs so that I can fill it up with marinade later. So that's just how to prep the chicken. Then start with making the tenderizer, for which in a small bowl or container, take 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and a teaspoon of salt and mix them together till they are well combined. And then apply this to the chicken, ensuring to coat all the pieces really well. Then let the chicken soak in this mix for at least 15 to 20 minutes. In the meanwhile, you can start making the main tandoori masala marinade, for which in a bowl take half a cup of yogurt, 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste, half a tablespoon of tandoori masala powder, then half a tablespoon each of garam masala and coriander powder, and half a teaspoon each of cumin and chaat masala powder, and 1.5 tablespoon of Kashmiri chili powder, a tablespoon of kasuri methi powder, half a teaspoon of salt, half a tablespoon of corn flour, and 1.5 tablespoon of oil. Then just mix everything together to make a smooth paste-like marinade. And as you saw, I have used more spice powders than just tandoori masala powder to make the marinade, because this blend of spices is what I've found to work really well together, especially if you're using all store-bought masalas like I'm using here. I'm still working on a recipe for a homemade tandoori masala powder that I like enough to use just that with, say, yogurt, salt and oil. I'll share it when it's ready, but until then this blend of store-bought masalas works really well. Now before applying this tandoori masala marinade to the chicken, first drain out all the excess liquid from the tenderizer that we applied to it. You really don't need all the excess liquid. Then apply the tandoori masala marinade to the chicken, ensuring to coat all the pieces really well, and even filling in some marinade in the gashes made earlier. Then let the chicken marinate for at least 4 to 6 hours. Even better if you can let it marinate overnight or say for up to 24 hours. Now first I'll share how to make tandoori chicken in the air fryer, which is my go-to these days. For which, preheat the air fryer at 400 degree Fahrenheit. When done, grease the bottom of the air fryer basket and place the chicken legs in it. And air fry for about 18 to 20 minutes till done, ensuring to flip once at the halfway point. It's best to always check if it's done using a meat thermometer. The internal temperature has to be at least 165 degree Fahrenheit. And done. This is definitely the easiest and fastest way to make delicious tandoori chicken at home. But you can also make tandoori chicken in the home oven, which was my go-to method before I got the air fryer. It takes a bit longer but is still pretty easy and hands-off. For which, preheat the oven to 425 degree Fahrenheit and line a baking tray with parchment paper or foil to catch the drippings. Then place a wire rack in it and grease it. Now place the chicken on the wire rack and bake for about 35 to 40 minutes till done. ensuring to flip the chicken at the halfway point once. Again, it's always best to check the temperature to ensure it's done. And that's it. Delicious homemade tandoori chicken is ready. That is crispy and charred on the outside and tender, juicy and succulent on the inside. Serve it with lacha pyaz, maybe a few lemon wedges and a green chutney dip. I also sometimes like to sprinkle a little chaat masala on top, but that's just personal preference. Try it if you haven't already and enjoy. For the written and printable version of this recipe, check the link in the description box below. And if you like this video, please hit the like button at the bottom of this video. It really helps me out. And subscribe if you haven't already. Until I see you again, happy cooking!